It's Mike. I'm calling from Albany, New York. Long time, first time. Listen, I just wanted to touch a little bit on what you just talked about, this Chafetz thing. It kind of highlights what people misunderstand about the wage gap and the growing disparity in this country is people that have constantly telling people that don't have
Yep.
how to spend their money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And expecting them to exist in this society that we've created, at a time where more of us were making more money. And now that we can't keep up. We can't do what we need to do to be relevant.
Right.
So to do that, you gotta spend the money on the smartphone. You gotta have the internet. You gotta be, you know what I mean, in order to just be informed about what's going on
Yep.
and your connections with people. So
Yep.
they expect us to live on less and less and less,
Right.
while simultaneously, it's easy for them to keep up.
Yep.
And so it's that cognitive dissonance that exists in every other way you've highlighted it tonight. Taxpayer money going towards poor
Yeah.
people instead of rich corporations. So it's like, it's kind of part of their whole mythology, whole methodology is
Yep.
not looking at things the same way and in the same light.
Absolutely, man. And matter of fact, you have some good coverage. You don't have to tell me who your coverage is because I don't want to get free commercials. But great call, great voice. Thanks so much for calling in, man. And you're spot on. You're absolutely spot on. This is exactly a part of their ideological thinking. They have to convince you of this. They have to convince you that poor people are not deserving because they're greedy. Meanwhile, they are the greediest sons of, I haven't cussed too much this whole episode, so I won't. They are the greediest bastards that we have seen that exist. And not only that, I have an example. Maybe I don't have the tweets. But here it is. This is the best way to understand this. They're telling people to get jobs. Right? They're telling people to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. They're telling people to do all these things. Simultaneously, they're undermining any capacity for people to do that for themselves by shaming them. There's a new line of clothes of workout clothes, gym clothes by Nike that just came out for plus size people, and you want big people. You want us to go. You want us to go to the gym and get in shape and lose this weight, right? As soon as Nike puts this out, in comes all of the people fat shaming, but not so much fat shaming the fat people, but fat shaming Nike for creating a workout line for clothes to fit plus size people. So for me, I'm right on that. I'm right on that edge where I go to the store to get workout clothes, and I could just squeeze in just enough to get into something that looks, so I don't have to go to the gym in my pajamas, right? That's my size. But instead of saying, very simply, here are the tools. Great, Nike has created a set of tools for fat people like myself to go to the gym and do what the government says that we all should be losing weight and healthy. Instead of celebrating that, they undermine the very ability of people to do it by shaming them and attacking the entire system. It's not apples to apples, but it shows you this cognitive dissonance and it's deranged. It shows you that people don't really want you to move up and get above. They want you to stay right where you are. They want you to stay fat. They want you to stay poor, right? Those are my two analogies. They want you to stay poor so that you can always be their scapegoat, so that you can always be the people to provide the platform for which they are elevated and they are able to get health care from the federal government for free, to get their iPhones for free, to get everything. So now they have the competitive advantage to always be ahead of you. My analogy wasn't one for one. I get it, but essentially, conceptually, it's the same. As soon as you try to get ahead, you just want to, damn it, get healthy. You want to get some insurance to go just so that you can go to the doctor and not die at 45, right? As soon as you start doing those things, you need internet in order to get a job. You almost need an iPhone to do, and a smartphone at least, to do so many things online that jobs require. And instead of giving you the tools for you to even, damn it, get ahead, they sit back and say, oh, no. You don't need an iPhone. You need a flip phone. You need to get a square. You need to get a big square-ass phone from the 80s that you could pay 50 cents for, which not only undermines your ability to move forward, but also stigmatizes you so that you can always be the pariah of people who think like that. I don't even know which other. Good night.
The Benjamin Dixon Show is only possible with listener support. Go to www.thebenjamindixonshow.com to register for our blog, join the Progressive Army, and support The Benjamin Dixon Show.
It's Ben Dixon!
If you like this episode, be sure to share, like, and subscribe.
Consider becoming a Patreon. Go to www.patreon.com/The BPD Show and support The Benjamin Dixon Show.
Patrons, be sure to go over to patreon.com and get tonight's bonus show in which I loosely advocate for a regime change. In context, it might make sense. Go check it out. And then for those of you who are not patrons, go to patreon.com/the BPD Show. Sign up to become a patron and it's a good 20-minute conversation on North Korea, China, and the tensions and the possibility of us going to nuclear war because of Kim Jong-un's and his regime. All right, check it out, and we'll see you next time.